If you're a social media user, you may have recently seen Andrew Tate popping up on your feed. In no time, he's become the most viral person in the world. Every other video on TikTok and Instagram seems to feature him. He's one of the most famous figures on the internet world. His TikTok videos have been watched almost 11.6 billion times. The number of people searching for him on social media is increasing crazily every day. Andrew attained over 2 million followers in just a few weeks. That's how much he's dominated all over social media in the past few months. He's gained most of his fame after moving to Romania. Over the past few months, Andrew Cobra Tate has become known not only for being the most ubiquitous, but also for being the most controversial person. He's an American-British former kickboxer. Now, he's a content creator and entrepreneur. At the same time, he's accused of his sex trafficking business and money laundering. Neither Andrew is just like other people who got famous on social media because of their lifestyle and work ethic. Nor is he pretending to be someone he's not for a few YouTube views and Instagram followers. He's actually a multimillionaire.
It's very difficult for me to even say how much money I have, but I can have anything I want, anytime I want.
The reason behind his fame is online course, which is named Hustlers University. Andrew usually talks about sensitive topics. Some people believe he's a straightforward person and speaks as clearly and directly as he can.
Confidence is born from adversity, right?
While some consider him arrogant, greedy, and self-centered.
No, because I will never apologize because I don't make mistakes. Everything I do is conscious. So even if I do something you don't like.
How do you know that? How do you know that everything you do is conscious?
Because I know exactly what I'm doing.
How do you know that?
Okay, give me an example. Okay, so when I say that,
how can you know that? How can any of us know that we're perfectly conscious?
There's no way I've done anything in a relationship and was like, oops, shouldn't have done that, ever. Yes, I did it. Yes, I knew I was going to do it. Yes, that was my intention. Yes, I did it.
Some people believe he made viral videos for people to remember him, whether the videos are good or bad. He often speaks against women in his TikTok videos and interviews. We can see hours of content where Tate talks about things like, are women gold diggers? Why men shouldn't have women friends? Why modern women are. But to understand his behavior, we must go deeper and look at the dark side of his life. Andrew was born in 1986 in Chicago, America. His dad, Emery Tate, was a well-known lawyer in Chicago. Emery was American while his wife was a British woman. They had 3 children together, Janine Tate, Andrew Tate, and Tristan Tate. Emery had an aptitude for learning new languages. He was fluent in English, German, Russian, and Spanish due to when he was a staff sergeant in the U.S. Air Force. Besides, he was a martial artist, but especially known as a chess international master. Emery met all of the qualification to become a Grand Master in chess, which is the highest level someone can achieve in this game. He had many victories over numerous high-level chess players. Emery started playing chess from a very young age. He was a pioneer and a huge inspiration for African-American chess players. Unfortunately, Emery had to deal with immense poverty because chess never paid anyone well.
But he never had any money. He wasn't even in the top 100 players. He never crossed into the top 100 back in 1998, 1999. That was his heyday. He lived in a car for a lot of his life. There is no money in chess. There's very little glory in chess.
Emery took part in countless tournaments to make money. Andrew grew up in Gary, Indiana, one of the worst places in America. He taught his children to think of life like a chess match, that their every move is calculated and can affect their whole lives.
So I feel like everything you're doing is just very calculated.
Life is calculated.
Andrew started taking interest in chess at the age of 5 when he was 6 years old. He played against 3 10-year-olds and won the Indiana State Championship. His father's teachings and his interest in chess made him relate life to chess.
Do you play chess?
I'm okay at it.
But if you look at the chessboard, right, the queen gets to jump all over the board, and the king has to move 1 square at a time, and I think that's done very purposefully.
Andrew used to spend 3 to 4 hours a day with his dad learning different strategies of chess. When Andrew was 11, his parents got divorced. Some say that one of the reasons for their divorce is their financial issues. Maybe this tends Andrew to believe that girls are happy to live with men if they're wealthy.
If you're a pretty female, even if you're a piece of shit person, you're gonna get messages on Instagram.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a good-looking man who lives with his mother, you ain't getting any messages.
After his parents' divorce, Andrew moved to England with his mom and siblings. There, his mother worked as a catering assistant. Now, he no longer had his chess coach with him. At this point, all he had was his younger brother, Tristan Tate. Kickboxing became his passion when he was 15.
I just chose kickboxing because it was the only gym I could run to. When we were in England with my mother, the British social system gives you like a government housing, so we were on welfare effectively. So she had no car. I was going to school and I was also working in a fish market, and I would carry boxes of ice, 30-kilo boxes of ice from 7 a.m. till 6 p.m. every day for no money. So I needed a gym where I could run to. There's no other way for me to get there. This was before Uber. I couldn't afford taxis. So the nearest gym I could run to was a kickboxing gym and not a boxing gym, and that's kind of how I ended up kickboxing.
Chess and kickboxing are quite similar. Both are one-on-one battles between two players, and every move is calculated, which means there's no luck in both games. The opponent's reaction is based on your move. The core difference is the chess is only mentally challenging, while boxing is mentally challenging as well as physically damaging. Andrew was mentally ready due to his background. For physical training, he obeyed his trainer and worked hard. I just want to be good, so my coach said you have to train 7 times a week. Okay, so I just obeyed. I was just a worker, and I just did as I was told. Andrew Tate. Andrew enjoyed a pretty successful kickboxing career. He sticks to kickboxing for a very long time to make money. Andrew won 17 of his 19 fights. At the age of 27, he won world titles in 2 different weight divisions. Tate won his first ISKA Cruiserweight Championship in 2005, and the second one in 2013. In 2015, during a chess match in California, Andrew's father unexpectedly passed away. In 2016, he quit kickboxing. Now, he got invited to be part of the Big Brother UK show for its 17th season. So, he accepted the proposal. However, after just some days on the show, he was booted off. The reason for this was his video, which was suddenly became public and went viral. In the video, Andrew appeared beating a woman with a belt and calling her a whore. The video shocked many people and caused Andrew to be kicked out of the show. Later, he claimed that some parts of the video were cut out where he and the woman were laughing and joking. Andrew also said that the belt shown in the video was a felt belt, and that makes noise but doesn't hurt. He shared a Facebook video where the same girl gave her statement in support of Andrew. They cut out all the sound because she's laughing in the video, and they cut off the end of the video where she gets the belt and hits me back while we're both laughing. What bull? It was 2012, and we were having a laugh. Andrew Tate. Then Andrew, along with his brother Tristan, started building his empire. Both brothers started researching ways to get rich. They spent hours and hours on the internet researching investment, inflation, banking institutions, and how money works. And one day while researching, they saw an ad for Talk to Live Girls. Now that caught their attention. That was basically a live stream where you can talk with girls. Andrew ultimately got the idea of starting a webcam business along with his girlfriends. It's evident that if you're a world-class athlete, girls get interested in you. Andrew had 5 girlfriends from all over the world. He invited them all to London to present his business proposal to them. When all of them gathered in London, they listened to the proposal and then asked Andrew about the other girls. After knowing that all of them were his girlfriends, they started fighting with one another. 3 of his girlfriends felt betrayed and rejected the proposal. The left 2 girls accepted it. Now, the Tate brothers with the 2 girls started the business. The Tate brothers created the website and the 2 girls did camera chat with men. In the live chat, the girls' keyboards were unplugged and behind the camera. Andrew chatted with the men from his computer pretending to be a girl. According to Andrew, he was generating around $3,000 per day with his webcam business. As his business grew, he hired more girls. He owned a 10-bedroom house and kept food and alcohol in it. He uses the house as a workspace for these girls. He had 75 girls from different locations that were working for him.
We started this little webcam business from my apartment, and it just grew and grew and grew. And it got to the point where at one point I had 75 women working for me in 4 locations. Damn. And I was doing $600,000 a month from webcam.
After the success of their webcam business, both brothers invested in cryptocurrency.
Cryptocurrency, I talk a lot about that because I think it's revolutionary. I believe in it.
In 2017, he permanently moved to Romania and made a move to influencer marketing, where he shares his lifestyle, travel, and opinions on different things. He started his YouTube channel named Tate Speech. On his YouTube channel, he posts vlog-style videos to showcase his fancy lifestyle. He also posts some short videos and podcasts in which he talks about random topics and shares his views. However, his video presence has always been a source of controversy. His Twitter account also got banned. In one of his YouTube videos, which is now deleted, Tate shared the reason behind moving to Romania. In that video, he said that he moved to Romania because it's easier to be absolved of rape charges in Eastern Europe. He uses strong words like "obey me" and talks about sensitive topics. However, most of his online content is designed to drive traffic to his online course, Hustlers University. He has 110,000 students paying him $50 per month, which is $5.5 million per month, and $66 million per year. If someone reposts Andrew's podcast, appears on their social media accounts, they get a link to Hustlers University course. If someone signs up from there, then they get 10 of the first month's sign-up fee, which is only $5. Now, thousands of people are crazily reposting his videos. That's how he's getting instantly famous on social media. People are promoting his course to get the course for $5, whereas Andrew is generating $5 million per month from these 110,000 signups. His plan is working exactly as he wanted it to. Even if we disagree on many of his opinions, we have to agree that Andrew knows how to sell, how to market, and how to get rich and famous. If you wonder what Hustlers University is about, it's a school where Andrew Tate and multi-million-dollar professionals teach 18 modern wealth creation methods to get rich quickly. There are different courses on it on how to get rich fast and be successful in business, how to make money fast, and how to build your webcam empire. There are also some courses on body language, chess, how to get girls, and how to get in shape. There's other things I talked about in Hustlers University about where I put my money and how to hide it, etc., etc. Andrew Tate. The famous internet personality owns several casinos in Romania, which are a major source of Tate's income. Andrew recently talked about his personal wealth in an interview.
So I was broke for a long time. I made my first million when I was, say, 27, and then I had 100 million by the time I was 31, 32, and then I became a trillionaire quite recently.
According to Andrew Tate, he is now a trillionaire. However, there are no trillionaires on Earth yet. Maybe it's his wishful thinking. In April 2022, Andrew's house was raided by Romanian police in connection with a human trafficking and rape investigation. The police recovered a Romanian woman and an American woman from the house. The investigation was stopped after the statement of the spokesperson of the Romanian Policy Agency. Tate brothers talked about the case on their podcast. A girl had been at a party at my house, and her boyfriend saw her Instagram stories. The girl said to her boyfriend that she didn't want to come to the party, and we wouldn't let her leave, which is some bullshit excuse. So, her boyfriend is obviously one of these believe-all females. She was a hoe. She wasn't even hot, she was ugly. He then calls the fucking police and says my girlfriend is being held against her will by the Tate brothers. The police calls the American embassy, and the next day, the police come to our house. Andrew Tate. Tate brothers made millions of pounds from scamming men with their webcam business models. They openly admitted that this business is a total scam, and they don't have any guilt by doing this. Kickboxer turned influencer, Andrew Tate's comments and views on gender equality and relationships have always been a cause of controversy.
As long as women are stupid enough to believe it, men are dishonest enough to lie.
Men like you are the problem, Andrew.
Some people call him a dangerous role model. His misogyny views and use of derogatory words for women like hoes encourages men to commit harm online or engage in abusive and misogynistic behavior.
No, seriously, this guy is so toxic, and the only kind of people that listen to his his advice are broke men or heartbroken men that are insecure.
Andrew is getting more attention from YouTubers due to his bold statements.
That he doesn't believe these things. I think it's a character in the sense that he uses his charisma and he makes up stories and he tries to sell it in a way that is more palatable. It gets a lot of weird followers.
He's deluded.
Andrew wants to get more and more powers. Maybe his attitude is one of his tricks to get more followers.
Because all of us, every man on earth, has an innate instinct for power and control. We're all human. We're not pure creatures. The reason you guys love doing this podcast is because you love being big and getting more followers and getting more influence. What is influence? Power, control. That's what you want. It's what I want. It's what everyone wants. If you get to a certain level in life, that's what you want. The problem is, when you have true power, is that the only thing that's interesting to you or addictive to you is more power. Everything else is boring.